Welcome to Grand Prairie Update. I'm Terry Briggs.
And I'm Don Johnson. Here's what's happening in your city. Grand Prairie's newest fire station is ready for service on the peninsula of Joe Pool Lake. Fire Station 10 features a nautical motif, complete with a working lighthouse and other marine touches. And on the front lawn is a massive anchor from the USS Fort Fisher, a decommissioned Navy vessel.
3, 2, 1. Now it takes a little bit to unscrew this thing.
On Wednesday, dignitaries opened Station 10 with a hose uncoupling ceremony and then the roll-in of the first fire truck. The 12,000 square foot building includes 4 drive-through bays, 8 dorm rooms, a commercial kitchen, and a safe room that can withstand a Category 5 storm. Officials say the new firehouse will offer citizens a new level of service by combining resources with Mansfield and Cedar Hill.
So what we're trying to do is link Cedar Hill, Mansfield, and Grand Prairie together at our 911 center. And then no matter who the call is for, the closest, most appropriate unit will show up. And what that means to you, the Grand Peninsula and Miro Lagos community, whoever's knocking on your door or whoever may be kicking your door, whichever one we have to do, it may be Mansfield, it could be Cedar Hill, it may be us. You shouldn't care who is wearing the patch just as long as someone gets there in about 4 minutes. So I think that's a great effort on the city.
This bookends our city. We have fire station number 1 that's just as beautiful as this with some art, and then this station 10 bookends our city.
The $5.5 million building incorporates energy conservation and sustainable practices and is designed to last 80 years.
Thank you.
Brisk sales on a warm day highlighted another busy Saturday at the Grand Prairie Farmers Market and carried on a tradition for a local charity organization.
So they're $10 for
Yes, ma'am.
It's called Miss Ruthie's Fig and Fudge Fest, and it's the 3rd straight year the event to benefit the Lifeline Shelter for Families has hosted the fundraiser at the market. Staff, board members, and volunteers all pitch in to give anyone who stops by the opportunity to take home freshly picked figs, fig preserves, and homemade fudge, which all comes by way of donation. There's even a fudge judging competition to determine whose recipe ranks as best in show. But the big winner is Lifeline, the organization that rescues homeless Grand Prairie school children and their families. The festival also honors the memory of longtime city official and community leader Ruthie Jackson, who used to grow her own figs before she passed away 3 years ago.
The people show up and their intent is to support Lifeline Shelter and to remember Miss Ruthie as well. So it's a great event and very positive, and we're thankful to be a part of it.
Once again, the figs completely sold out this year, and nearly $1,000 was raised for the Lifeline Shelter.
792. Show me out on David Charles 4.
A new crime report shows Grand Prairie is now the 8th safest city of its size in Texas. According to the Texas Department of Public Safety, overall crime in Grand Prairie dropped 11.1% in 2015. It's the 6th year in a row the city has seen a decrease in the crime rate that includes murders, rapes, aggravated assaults, robberies, and theft. The state report also shows there were 3,532 fewer crime victims last year compared to 2010. City officials say smarter crime-fighting strategies, community partnerships, and hard work by the men and women of the police department are helping lower crime and improve the quality of life in Grand Prairie. It's mosquito season, and that means the threat of Zika, chikungunya, and West Nile virus. The city of Grand Prairie is attacking the mosquito threat with a strategy called Fight the Bite. Here's how it works. Mosquitoes breed in standing water, so places that collect water are constantly monitored and treated with larvicide as needed. Abandoned pools are also checked and, if necessary, treated to kill larvae. Each week, 2 types of mosquito traps are set out across the city. One is for the mosquito that spreads Zika and Chick V, the other for the biter that carries West Nile. The next day, the traps are emptied and the specimens are sent to a local lab to be tested for disease. Within 48 hours, the city is notified about positive samples, informs the public, and takes action. If Zika or CHIKV is found in a sample or there is a confirmed human case, a thermal insecticide fogger and a ground sprayer will be used to treat the property where the trap was set or the victim lives. The infection site and nearby properties will also be inspected for breeding sources that will be treated with insecticide. A truck-mounted sprayer will then apply insecticide to the surrounding neighborhood.
We need to look closely at possible breeding sites because these mosquitoes aren't flying from a mile away. They're probably born in that yard or in the yard next door. They don't travel far. They usually breed, live, and die within that 150-foot radius.
When there is a positive West Nile sample or infection, the city will continue to respond with 2 nights of ground spraying in the neighborhood where the sample was trapped or the victim lives. Grand Prairie residents can do their part to fight the bite by following the 4 Ds. Use mosquito spray with DEET when you're outdoors, day or night. Wear long sleeves and pants when you're outdoors. Drain standing water around your home. Avoid being outside at dusk or dawn when mosquitoes are most active.
People just need to get into the habit of spraying mosquito repellents every time they leave the house because we have the biters at dusk and dawn, but we also have the Aedes mosquitoes that carry Zika and CHIKV and dengue and other diseases. Those are daytime biters. So people just need to make sure that they spray every time they leave the house.
You can find more information about the city's mosquito strategy online at gptx.org/fightthebite.
That's it for this edition of Grand Prairie Update.
Hope you'll join us next time.